Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Denuzia. I'm a student at Louisiana State University, and this is my first YouTube presentation for my International Studies class. And today I'll be going over neocolonialism. Neocolonialism is the use of economic, political, cultural, or other pressures to control or influence other countries, especially dependencies. The example of neocolonialism I'll be going over today will be involves China and Africa, and that's also known as the Beijing Consensus. China is giving Africa aid in return for natural resources, which in this case is hydrocarbons, aka your fossil fuels. Beijing declared 2006 the year of Africa. Oil is basically what's leading China to Africa. It's the main factor. For the past decade, China's economy has steadily risen. Their booming economy now has them as the second largest energy consumer in the world. China would ideally like to rely less on the chaotic and unstable Middle East for their oil supply, so that's why they're looking to Africa. There are some countries that are critical of China's presence in Africa, and there's some countries that applaud this risky move. Another reason for China aiding Africa is because they're looking for more allies. The theory is that China would have the backing of all 50 nations of Africa, which would make up about a quarter of the vote on the United Nations. China is also doing this because they're seeking a new market for their economy-driven or their export-driven economy, which is the world's fourth largest. Not only does China want exclusive access to Africa's natural resources, they also are looking to gather political influence in Africa. China also sees Africa as a potential market for its goods. According to the Council on Foreign Relations 2005 report on Africa, China is also providing assistance in areas that the West ignored and neglected. And those areas are the physical infrastructure, industry, and agriculture of Africa. The CFR report also says that China offers African nations a financial alternative to Western donors. In the report, it said an African government official said the U.S. will talk of governance, efficiency, security, and the environment, while the Chinese are simply wanting to know how to procure this license and get this thing done. And another thing the Africans like about the Chinese is their non-interference in their internal affairs. So to conclude this brief presentation, I'll say that China is in Africa basically for their oil, for political influence, and world power. Thank you.